Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. Bit of a haymaker right after the starting bell, Charles. One play on the ground, and you're already on the other side of the 50.
I like how you went boxing there. Essentially went from the weigh-in to walking into the ring, being introduced, and firing away. Big shot early.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 38, Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Davis. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Derrick Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
They'll run on first down. Hilliard. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
One, Omaha.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Two yards there, a first down.
Good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180.
Push him back. Push him back.
On first down, Hilliard. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Here we go,
So
here we go.
from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, Alpha.
Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
11.
To throw is Garoppolo. And this is Parker, complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Oh, now he bowls him over. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Here's Hilliard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. Now a give right side. Hilliard. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
59. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys.
On the run, this is Hilliard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Lutz puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Bridgewater to throw it. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Demario Davis there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line.
A gain of 29 yards. And a Panther 1st down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Got his target, Samuel. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I will hear about that from him soon.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes to play in this 1st half. 7-3, our score.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where it came from.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Hey, hold on. Mark 47. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17. Yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 2nd down, Hilliard. And for a 2nd straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Here we go.
Tight to the right, boy. Tight to the right. Move. Hey, we got 3 down. Mike, 28. Hey, defense.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Pretty move. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd down and goal. Bridgewater. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, get in the weight room.
11.
Garoppolo now. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
21. Here we go.
Right there. 54, right there.
Go.
You don't know no better. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. We got to get the
11.
ball right here. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
What's the pass?
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Looking long for Thomas. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I got him.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Hilliard. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Slam.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown. making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll run. It's Hilliard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Garoppolo on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
21, 21.
59, 59.
That hunt.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to loft one, deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Demir Bird, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
49-yard line.
quickly out wide to Moore. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Tie it right. You got three down. 24 is the mark. Watch the block. Watch the block. 24.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Wagner. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To the air again with Bridgewater. He'll let this go for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Hey, gun.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down now, Hilliard, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play.
I got you.
That's me.
They'll run again with Hilliard, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They run, it's Kamara, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So he needed 1, he ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running, because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this.
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That's fielded in the end zone. He goes airborne. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Hilliard, and a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Watch the safety creep.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A nice pickup on 1st down, 7 yards. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. Completes it to Samuel. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing here, Bridgewater. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10.
Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? And now here's another interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Bridgewater. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Hilliard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Now a carry here for Hilliard. Oh, refusing to go down. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments.